Hey, well, look at what score I made today. This is crazy. I actually had luck at Target. This is a Target exclusive, so I've heard, Python Patrol Bat. The Reaction Plus, so it is the O-ring version of the Python Bat. They do have a standard reaction figure of this. But this is, I can't believe Target. I've been missing out at Target for this haulathon for their NECA stuff, but I got lucky and found this guy. They don't actually show him, listed here. It's all the other ones. They just did the review of the Snake Eyes and Cobra Commander recently. Those are new. I didn't see them or anything, or Zartan there, but they do have bats out there. So let's open this guy up and see how he looks. Yes, out of the package. What's the most exciting part is just, I know this is really, it's basically just like a repaint, but this head, now that this head is here, we're just a really step closer to getting that cartoon bat. So that's going to be really cool. I'm sure they're just going to repaint this. I could probably almost just repaint it too. Really, it's just getting those legs black. But here is... see how it is. The chest, everything looks... this all looks the same. Legs. It is just a different head. But which is good. I'm glad they didn't just, repaint this. They did give it a different head sculpt. But it's just a repaint of this other bat. And see here, if you see the chest, his chest here for the Python one is actually a bit shinier. The paint they did add, they changed the green there and kind of changed these kind of colors, but I think this looks a little bit, I don't know if it's, actually, if looking at it, you can see the chest, actually that piece pops out a little bit. So I'll have to see on other ones if that's something, why that, I don't know if it's just how it is, how you get different ones, this and that, but they do have, it's just the same, so you could pop out the other hands here. This is probably my favorite combo of hands that this is. So just the same as that. Weight wise, I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking this one kind of just has this, feels just a little bit thicker. Just it has that little feel that it's just maybe just a tad bit more. This one feels a little bit lighter. But I want to check out the screw on this, if this is the better screw or the crappy one. Like these new ones, Snake Eyes, as seen in my other video, it did have the better screw that is just like the regular Joe ones. And my screw is spinning, so it doesn't match up with, because this screwdriver works on every Joe. It worked on, Snake Eyes. I could turn that. And it works in the bat. The bat, I could feel it, but I can't. So that's a bummer. Okay, out of my set, I had to use a flat head. Maybe it's just because I just don't have one small. But it was actually kind of a little bit loose on there. So we can move around. Obviously we could swap the parts. I don't know if it would be better. Would it look better with blue? I don't know. No real need to do that, because these are all the same thing. We could just check them out on the inside real quick. sometimes people would have to swap out. These ones were a little bit bigger, so they would, it doesn't seem to be moving forward. I know that's kind of an issue with some of them, but he doesn't have that. Okay, so I put the hands on him here, and this hand's a little bit looser to hold the gun, but he holds the gun here good with that. There he is with, I just want to bring out this Cobra Commander, the one that created the Python Patrol. There's his creation. They comes with the backpack. Same exact thing, just repainted yellow. And you can just pop pieces in there just like, and they stay in, so that's good. It's not too loose. It stays in. But yeah, it's just this, it's a simple repaint, but that's cool. I like that. I like troop builders kind of doing different things, painting, doing, you could do different Python Patrol. You also do, urban, desert, anything. Any kind of variations with that. And I will probably eat it up. But now what I need is to get a Python Patrol vehicle for him to go in. Maybe an ASP. Kane County is coming up this weekend. I'll be doing some heavy Joe hunting there. So tune in if you want to see some Joes. Of course I'll be checking out other stuff, but that's going to be my main focus, is getting that. And right now, check your local targets. These will be popping in and out. I'm sure they probably won't last too long. People wanted to army build. Could he be better? Could the plastic be, a little bit heavier or tough? A little bit of better quality, I guess to say. Yeah, probably. It does feel a little bit. I would say these ones I would say have a better, probably the best quality to them. It's a simple repaint. But what do we need? What are we gonna do? We now want O-ring Joes. I mean, this is what we're gonna have to accept. All right. But thanks for watching.